why your body does some of these weird things.
The human body. Something I often imagine as a cute little mech suit controlled by this little guy. Because everything apart from this little guy is either a shield.
Oh my gosh. Look at him. He's such a cute little brain with a spine.
A shield, a weapon, or simply cosmetic at this point. But here's the thing, if your body is a mech suit, 75% of the controls are not accessible to you. Yes, we're in charge of stuff like voluntary movement and sensory perception, but a lot of the body's functions are autonomously carried out by self-regulating biomechanical and physiological systems. In other words, your body does most things for you, and some of those things are pretty weird. Today we talk about 5 of those weird things and why they happen. Starting with number 1. You know when you're falling asleep peacefully, but then this happens?
Oh my god, I hate when that happens. You're just like almost falling asleep and you're all comfortable, and then suddenly like and you wake up and you're like, oh my god, I was falling. I almost fall off the bed. Meanwhile, you're like not even anywhere close to the edge of the bed. Break my life, it's the worst. It doesn't happen to me often, thankfully, but when it does, I hate it.
The sensation is pretty unsettling. It kind of feels like you're falling into a dark abyss at a pretty aggressive 200 miles per hour. And here's why that happens. Your brain actually thinks you're falling. As you're going to sleep, all your muscles begin to relax, and the brain sometimes misinterprets this.
Your body's just like, we're finally relaxing. And the brain's like, red alert, we're falling. Oh, never mind. We're not falling, we're good.
As you dying. So just in case you are falling to your doom and aren't aware of the fact, it gives your whole body a little kick known as a hypnic jerk. And it's harmless. Might happen more often if you're sleep deprived or under a lot of stress, but ultimately it's a misunderstanding on behalf of your brain. Another sleepy time body function, which is number 2 on the list, is yawning. When we're tired, we tend to take less big breaths, which causes a buildup of carbon dioxide in the body. A yawn is a special kind of
Bruh. Literally just yawned. I didn't know just talking about yawning would make you yawn. Jeez. The last time I jumped awake was because of one of the most disturbing dreams I've ever had, where my dad got into a shootout. Oh gosh. What the heck? That would be scary.
Of involuntary respiration, which gets us more oxygen and expels carbon dioxide.
Wow.
But what's more interesting about yawning is that for some reason, we are 6 times more likely to yawn when we see someone else yawning. And there are some theories about this, the biggest one being that this is a case of social mirroring. Or when you see someone doing something like laughing, scratching themselves, or yawning, you are reminded that those things are beneficial and feel good, so you should be doing that too probably. And
feels good to yawn. I mean, it kind of does, sort of.
Most mimic useful behaviors, and the contagious yawn is just a reminder for the group to take a deeper breath. And number 3, crying, also somewhat fits into this category. Crying is usually a way for your eyes to wash off harmful irritants like smoke, acids, and wettings. The first 2 will be handled by reflex tears, and they are different to emotional tears, which
when you cut onions. Sometimes I can cut onions and not have it make me cry, but oh boy, when you're cutting the onion and you get the onion in your eyes, it's like, oh man.
Contain additional proteins and hormones. There are 2 main theories why we cry emotional tears. One is that the whole act of crying those tears out helps you release stress. The other theory suggests that you're a stupid baby and you're doing it for attention. No, seriously. Tears evoke empathy, and when you get support from others, you actually feel better because pack mentality. I like to cry because it tires me out and then I'm too tired to be upset. So crying.
That's kind of true. Yeah. Every time I've ever cried my freaking eyes out, then I'm exhausted and I just sleep.
Pretty good. 8 out of 10. Just don't cry so much that you start pruning up. I'm really reaching with the segues. Number 4 is your fingers pruning up. Have you ever been fed this lie by a grown up? Like saying, okay, you have to stop having fun in the water now.
You're in the bath so long, you just become a total prune. Hello, Kitsune. Welcome in. How are you doing? How are you doing?
And they give your skin pruning up as the reason why you need to get out. Well, you might be entitled to compensations because your fingers and toes turning wrinkly holds no concern to your well-being at all. See, you'd need to be submerged in water for more than 12 hours for there to be any harm.
What the heck was that? Was that like a... Is that a toe? What the heck?
Pruning happens in the first 15 minutes, and the whole idea behind it is your body is adapting to better grip onto things underwater, where there's less friction. And it's as close as I'm getting to my low X-Man moment. To finish off the list, number 5 is shivering. The real reason your mom wanted to get your ass out of that water is because she didn't want you to get cold. But the human body actually has a fantastic solution for being cold. Check it.
Yeah, I've heard you start shivering when you're cold because it's your body's way of trying to keep you warm. When you stay in water for long, it's your body adapting to aqua life somewhat. Yeah, and I mean, like, your body is obviously absorbing the water, too. Your fingers get grippier and help you swim better. True.
Get out, Mom. Shivering is your muscles rapidly contracting and relaxing, which warms you up kind of the same way exercise does. But you don't have to do anything. Your body does all the work for you and expends energy all on its own. And I'm comparing it to exercise for a reason. Shivering produces a hormone called irisin, which does several things. For example, it promotes fat loss because you're using fat to expend the energy needed to keep you warm. But it also improves glucose tolerance, which helps prevent diabetes. However, even though 15 minutes of shivering is the equivalent of 1 hour on a bicycle, it's not an actual permanent weight loss exercise. Because if you're constantly exposing yourself to cold temperatures, your body will just adapt to them by building up more brown fat. Also,
God dang it. Well, frig my life. Now my plan of losing weight by going outside in the cold is ruined.
I think shivering is mad uncomfortable. I hate this country. Well, that was my list. It's pretty awesome how we have all these apps running in the background of our system, like, breathing. Great, now I'm aware of my own breathing. It's actually kind of sad how I can't be trusted breathing on my own. Oh wait, I'm a cartoon character, I don't need to breathe. Subscribe to my show.
Oh my god, that was so cute. That was so cute.